How to change your thoughts? You can't change your thoughts. Your thoughts aren't yours. If you think your thoughts are yours and you think you can stop thinking, try. For 5 seconds, everyone close their eyes, and try to stop thinking. I just got a thought in my head, which means your thoughts aren't yours. Maybe some you can control your thoughts. Like if I wanted to put a thought inside of my head, like, yeah, maybe I can. But no, you just have to learn what thoughts to give power to. You either put positivity or negativity behind certain thoughts, right? Right before your breakthrough, you go through some fuck shit. Uh, I mean, yeah. I feel like that's most success stories that people hear. It's like they're like, "Oh, my life was so shit and then it got so good." But it doesn't have to be that way, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, all is mind. That's the first law of hermetics. Do you all know what that is? That means everything is mental. So like, if your life went to shit, that was you determining it to do so. But sometimes we do it unconsciously and then our life just gets better. How do I believe what I have in prayer so it becomes mine? Well, can you imagine yourself with it? Do you think you're the type of person that deserves what you want? I feel like I'm the type of person where I went through so much and I've done so much shit that I feel like I deserve anything. Whatever I want. I was talking to my friends about this yesterday on FaceTime and I was thinking, I was like, everything that I've ever wanted in my life, even if it's like a girl, or even if it's like a friend, or even if it's like any sort of situation, somehow it'll always happen. And it's so unconscious now because that's how I've just programmed my mind to believe that like I get anything. Like actually, I feel like everything just works perfectly sometimes. And I guess it's because I always told myself that. Like I've been telling myself that since I was like 18. Everything will always be perfect. Everything will always be perfect. And that sounds so impossible. And a lot of people are going to hear that and they're like, what the fuck? How can life be perfect? But genuinely, it can be. Opinions on SR. What is SR? Have you ever had to make something work or manifest something with a limited time to do so? What would you have a limited time to do so? And your manifestation already feels forced. You already feel like you need it so bad because you're giving yourself a time frame. Therefore, it's already forced. You can't force it. There's no such thing as forcing it. You just have to realize, like, manifestation, I don't know how to put it this way. Manifestation isn't a thing that just, like, you can do. Manifestation is something that you are always doing. Right now, whatever is in my brain is going to manifest into the physical realm. Your mental to physical. You've grown so much as a mentor this past year. Do you ever feel the pressure of it, or are you just enjoying the ride? I never feel pressure of anything. That's not a thought that's ever even came into my mind. I love it. I always wanted to do this. I always saw myself doing it. I would visualize it every single day, and now it's happening. And that's the coolest shit. Sometimes I don't get to enjoy it, and I don't really get to enjoy a lot of things because life moves so fast. But it does feel good. Manifestation is you having everything, and reality just has to catch up, right, Hudson? No, manifestation is everything that you're doing in your day-to-day life. Every thought, every desire, everything that you do is getting manifested. Like, that's what you're not understanding. That's just how the world works. Like, do you realize that your whole life you've manifested a shit life? Do you think manifestation is only some positive thing that, like, oh, when I want to get something that I want, I'm gonna go and manifest it? Your whole life has been. But the moment you become conscious about that is when you're the one that's in control. And you feel like you're actually in control of your life. Because the number one step of everything is awareness. Awareness is literally everything that you could ever, like, have. That's the first step to getting whatever you want. So, like, if you become, people be complicating it, I know. If you become aware that everything you've ever done in your life has been your fault, mentalism, have you heard of this before? All is mind. Everything in your mind becomes reality. Every single thing. And the problem is why people's lives are shit is because you have way more emotion behind your negative thoughts than your positive thoughts. But when you learn how to put emotion behind your positive thoughts, that's when the switch happens. But, like, think about it. Your thoughts matter, sure, but it's not like every single thought is getting manifested, but a lot of them aren't going to come true because there's not that much emotion behind it. But bro, people have 10 times more emotion over their negative thoughts. Because when you get in that despair state, dude, you're fucked. It feels miserable. And then, like, you'll sit in that the whole day. If you hold that for longer than like 30 seconds, you'll sit in that negativity the whole day. And think about how much bad emotion you have behind negativity. What if you put all the emotion you have behind your negative thoughts into your positive thoughts? Have you ever thought that way? How fucking good your life would be if your life is this bad? It would be amazing. Why sales over every business model? There's multiple reasons. I mean, first off, like sales is always something that I've seen multiple people be able to actually make money within their first month, other business models. And I'm not one that likes to shit on and bring down other business models because everything works. I've seen everyone get rich from everything, but not all of them work in a span of your first 3 months like sales does. And on top of that, if you don't know how to speak to people, if you don't know how to articulate yourselves, if you don't know how to manipulate someone across a screen, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Imagine being able to literally make someone do something by your words. Like sales is the coolest thing like that you could ever learn. And it's going to go way further than just making money. You'll be able to get it's power, you'll be able to have power over people, you'll be able to have influence, power over women. It's the best thing that you could possibly ever do. Like, how can you be grateful while using the law of detachment? Bro, the thing is, you become grateful for already having it, and then you just shut the fuck up and stop. That's what detachment is. Like, you even asking that question just shows that you're obviously not detached enough to whatever you want. But it's like, people think like, oh, law of attraction and law of detachment go against each other. But no, it doesn't at all. Because they think that manifestation means that the more they think about it, then the more it'll happen. But that's not true. The more you know it'll happen, the more that it will happen. Not the more that you think it'll happen. Life doesn't work that way. Why'd you leave Miami? Yeah, too much degeneracy and just going to sleep too late, waking up way too late. Just, I don't know. My energy feels drained when I'm there, to be honest. I don't have good energy there at all. How to gain confidence? You can't. What in your life have you done to gain confidence? I mean, me, to be honest, like I had confidence before I had anything in my life. And maybe that's some egotistical stuff, but that's where your ego comes in. If you had a strong enough ego and you had an identity and you knew who you were, you would be confident and you wouldn't let anyone tell you shit. Miami feels godless? Yeah, I could see that for sure. What matters more to you, high viewer numbers or small but really tight-knit community where everyone knows each other? I think both. I think a mix of, I think I could have the biggest viewers, but also still a community where everyone knows each other. I think it's possible. I wouldn't limit myself to anything. Do you recommend like Balian? Yeah, it's a great book. I think it's great. I think it's a good book. What did you learn to read this? What? Hey Hudson, decently long-time sub. I was thinking, is it worth it writing a novel? Who's gonna read your book? And that's not even like the shit on you. It's just like if you don't post on social media and no one knows who you are, like you think your book's gonna ever go and sell to anyone? Do your words have power over anyone? Because I can tell you my words have power over people. Like you got to get yourself out there first before writing a book. You can write a book for your own benefit. I used to do that. I have multiple things written down in journals, like not like full books, but a lot of stuff that I would just do for fun, just to read over in the future and just like see how much I improved. Would you say being like, oh my gosh, it actually worked means you don't fully believe in yourself when accomplishing something? That's the worst thing you could do. If you ever are shocked by success or shocked by something good that happened in your life, dude, it's like the people who get dopamine when like they have like a girl in their life. Like they're so happy that they have this girl. They get so much dopamine from it. That's literally you telling yourself like, oh, this isn't normal to me. And then the bitch gets stripped away from you. It's the same thing with like money. Oh, let's say like you make your first 10K a month and you're like, how did I just do this? Oh my God, I just made 10K. And you're like so like excited from it. You're cooked. Detach from it. Be like, yeah, that was normal. I always knew that was gonna happen. Now on to 100K a month. Fuck 10K a month. What is dark motivation? I made a full YouTube video on that. Dark motivation is basically just like people think they're motivated by things that they aren't really motivated by, and the things that are truly going to help you get motivated, it's always going to be something dark. It's always going to be wanting to be better than other people or shitting on someone or wanting to prove someone wrong. It's always going to be dark. It's not going to be motivated by like, oh, I want a car. Okay, well, why do you want the car in the first place? Who do you want to see Who do you want to see you driving that car? Is it a girl? Is it people that didn't believe in you? Okay, so process that thought rather than trying to get motivated by just the car itself. Go deeper into your thoughts. A lot of people aren't aware of their thoughts at all, ever. Have you ever thought, like, why am I thinking this right now? Have you ever, like, had a thought, even a positive one or a negative one, and you're like, why am I having this thought ever? Why are you thinking the way you're thinking? That's when you start becoming very conscious. When you're like, wow, what put that thought in my head and why did I get that thought? And you start thinking, like, damn. And then that's when you can make thoughts disappear, like the negative ones. We've been live for